Excuse me. I just got one question. I don't like you playing games, Karen.
What?
I don't.
Zach, hold on, man.
Don't say nothing to me. I'm not talking to you.
Just that.
I'm not. Did you have somebody take a picture of me yesterday?
What are you talking about?
Did you have somebody take a picture of me hugging you yesterday? Is that why you were so nice?
Excuse me, Zach? What are you talking about?
Yo, what's good, everybody? So, coming to y'all with a video. I wanted to do something a little different. I have received this question several times in my DM. I looked at it in my comments several times. And so I wanted to give my thoughts about it. And y'all know it got something to do with Aaron, Karen, and Zach, that whole dynamic. And the question that I have been receiving the most since last night has been, why didn't Karen answer Zach's question? So I'm like, I think I remember the episode pretty well. But I went back and looked at that part again. And just as I thought, Karen did answer Zach's question. It just wasn't the answer that he was looking for. Several times, Karen told Zach that she didn't know what he was talking about. She turned to Aaron and told him, I don't know what he's talking about. So my thing is, if I ask a question and say, did you have somebody take a picture of me? And the person tells me, Alicia, I don't know what you're talking about. That answers my question. That lets me know that the person that I'm asking has no idea what the hell I'm talking about. So she did answer the question. It just wasn't the response that Zach was looking for. In addition to that, also in my comments and also in some of the private conversations I've had via social media, Karen is a character where it doesn't matter what she says or what she does, she's always at fault for something, which blows my mind. The fact that, and I stated this in the trailer breakdown, that there are some women who I have spoken to via social media who has blamed Karen for Zach putting his hands on her because all she had to do was answer his question. I have received things about Karen wanting Zach to show up. That's why she told Zach where she was. She knew that he was going to respond like that. And I said the fact that people can't give Karen so much power and authority over Zach's actions is mind-blowing. It is absolutely mind-blowing. Now, if you go back to last night's episode where Karen and Aaron are out to eat, we find out when Zach goes to the restaurant that he had been calling Karen and she wasn't answering her phone. So we can assume that maybe she was looking at her phone, saw it was him, and chose not to answer because she was out on a date. Or maybe her phone was on silent. But I'm going to go with the first one because when the shop called her phone, she answered because she believed that it was Pam, but it was Zach. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say she saw that Zach was calling her, but because she was with the man who she wanted to spend time with, she decided not to answer her phone. So when Zach asked her where she was like, I'm at the steam plant. Why? Like, what's going on? All she knew was that he was mad about a picture. He didn't say there was a picture of us. He kept all the details to himself until he saw her. When Zach showed up at that restaurant, Zach was very hostile and Zach was very aggressive. I saw people say that Karen should have excused herself and went out and talked to Zach privately. In what world? First of all, y'all not finna play Aaron like he's some soybean burger brother to be exact, and act like he was actually going to allow Karen to go out and speak to Zach in the demeanor that Zach had. What type of man was going to do that? I also saw people saying that Aaron just should have sat there and ate his food. Who? In what world? So it amazes me also how the fandom in general expects Karen and Aaron to perform at such this pristine level of calmness and peace when you got this idiotic Zach coming at them with all this aggression. I've had people come to me and say that Karen was too calm. She set Zach up because she knew that it was gonna cause an issue. She's trying to break up Zac and Fatima, and as I've stated several times, the only people who could break up Zac and Fatima is Zac and Fatima. You're telling me out of all that love people claim that Zac and Fatima have, little old Karen could cause issues in their relationship? So that's why I like engaging with people, because I'm trying to understand the thought process. I'm trying to understand how in one breath people can say Karen needs to move on, Karen needs to stop acting so crazy, Karen needs to leave Zac alone. And the moment she begins to exemplify that, oh, she set Zac up because she want him so bad. How? Karen need to leave Zac alone. How? Last time I checked, he called her and invited her over to his house. Last time that I checked, she was out to eat with her man and he barged in on them. So how is she bothering him? It is it is almost unbelievable how everything gets turned to be Karen's fault. It amazes me. This girl is sitting down trying to eat her fish dinner, and it's her fault that Zac showed up. The fact that people actually want Karen to lean into Zac's feelings. She knew Zac was going to be mad. She knew Zac was going to be angry. So the hell what? Who cares? She's supposed to what? Pacify his feelings? She's supposed to care about his feelings? I think one of the greatest lines from last night was when Aaron asked her, should we be concerned? She said, that's not my concern. Because it's not. You tripping over a picture, my dude? A picture. I just thought it was very interesting. The number of people that asked that. Why did she just didn't answer the question? All she had to do was answer the question. Her not answering the question and her being so calm is basically her admitting to the fact that she's guilty. I'm like, she's pregnant. It's a geriatric pregnancy. She's supposed to be calm. She's supposed to be cool. And this asshole comes, acts a fool, can rise her blood pressure, do whatever, cause whatever types of issues. Zac don't care. For somebody who was just spewing the previous night how much he cared about this child and how much he wanted to do the right thing, yet you're causing unwanted stress upon this pregnant woman. Make that make sense to me. Oh, Zac was doing the right thing. Zac was trying to be mature and come to an understanding. No, Zac was concerned about his money. Period. There was no concern. Then when he told this girl, I came to the shop because I was trying to be nice. Ain't nobody asked you to be nice. Nobody asked you to come to my shop either. But we had a great moment. And I think one of the things too that just rubbed me the wrong way is that people were kind of only seeing this from one perspective. Oh, Zac mad. Zac need to get some straightening. But what about, look at it from Karen's perspective. All she know is that a few hours prior to this, me and you had a moment. We may not ever be the best of friends. We may not ever be in a place where we can have certain conversations. But at the end of the day, we kind of made a truce. We're going to make the best of this situation and do what we could do as adults to make everything as well as it can be. That's the vibe that she's on. That's how she left Zac. That's what she's on. And then the next time I see you, you are 38 hot. And I don't know why. And then you asking me if I had somebody take a picture of us, a picture. And I'm going to tell you the truth now. The way my mind think, if I was going to try to cause some issues in my ex's relationship, I could guarantee you it won't be no picture of me kissing him on the damn cheek. Okay? I'm going to let your own imagination go to where you may think my imagination went. But if I was going to cause some chaos and confusion, best believe it wouldn't be in a room full of people and it wouldn't be a kiss on the damn cheek. I'm like, come on, play Karen a little bit better. If she was going to be that devious, would that be the issue? And it goes to show just how much Fatima and Zac just don't communicate. Fatima doesn't believe that Karen set Zac up. But before her and Zac could have that conversation, he none left to try to find out who took this picture, as if it matters. It doesn't matter. It almost made me think of this quote, and I can't remember it, but it's by Muhammad Ali. And he was kind of basically saying like, you know, so many people think it's the mountains that they can't overcome, But before they can even get to the mountain, they won't deal with the pebble in their shoe. And that's what it made me think about Zac and Fatima. When you trying to act like Karen is the issue, Karen is the problem, Karen is your mountain, but really the pebble in your shoe is that y'all don't trust each other. The pebble in your shoe is that y'all really don't know each other like that. And instead of dealing with that truth, instead of dealing with that real perspective, it's easier to just, you know what I'm saying, let's deal with this person. Let's project our own insecurities and our own shortcomings onto this person who I know still want me. And she ain't checking for you like that. She will always love you, I'm sure, but she ain't checking for you like that. So to everybody who asked me that question, that is my response. Karen did answer Zac's question. I don't know what you're talking about. She didn't sound as if she was lying. She didn't have a smirk on her face. She was genuinely confused as to what the hell Zac was referring to. What picture? Why would I have somebody take a picture of us? Why? That's all I got to say about that. I thank you for everyone. And I don't deter you. Yes, send me DMs. Send me messages because I do read them. I do some people, I got to get with every now and then. That's fine too, because I don't mind. But I do find it interesting just how people arrive to certain responses or certain just perspectives. It really is. It interests me. It does. It really interests me. So, yeah. And for I have a minor in psychology. Like I said, I'm in education, and I do have a minor in psychology. And so I've always been very interested as to why we think the way that we think, how our surroundings, our environments, our ways of growing up, how it truly shapes the types of culture that we create in our own personal lives. So like I said, if I ask you a question in my comments, I'm genuinely asking you a question. Is not to be funny or anything. But then there are some people who I really am getting with, and I think you can tell that too. But but until next time, I just want to thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you guys, all the new subscribers, all the new people who are commenting. I thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all be safe out there, and I will holler at y'all later.